Welcome to the Backup Level Up podcast. I'm Khoshaba from Rewind, live from Atlassian Teams 26 in Anaheim, California, talking with founders, executives, and professionals about setbacks, incidents, and inflection points that shape how modern teams build, scale, and come back stronger in the age of AI and DevOps. I'm here with James Coller from Treetown Tech. James, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Yeah, so as you said, my name is James. I am the Director of Strategic Programs at Treetown Tech. We're a product development company in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And I've been with the company since February 2020, solving wonderful, hard problems with our team of nerds.
That sounds interesting. James, is there something that you genuinely enjoy most about your role at Treetown Tech?
Yeah, I mean, I love the camaraderie we have with our team. I say that we're just a team of nerds because that is how we see ourselves. We literally have the word Nerd Zoo on the back of our t-shirts.
Oh, wow.
So I love solving hard problems with that team day in and day out and just loving every minute of it.
Can you give me a real life example of what you do at Treetown Tech and, maybe put it into real life examples of what you guys do?
Yeah, so one client that I am able to talk about is Abstract Ice. We've been working with them for years now to develop machines that make artisanal ice for craft cocktails.
Wow.
And they came to us with this problem of, hey, how do we make this crystal clear ice automated and removing the human from the loop? And we worked on it, prototyping, building out different scaled models of it, creating new machines. And now we were able to go to the grocery store over Christmas this past year and see that ice coming off the factory floor in North Carolina, packaged, now available in my local grocery store in Michigan as it's gone out in sales around the country.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
That's great. James, let's back up a little bit. Let's rewind a little bit. What originally pulled you into this space or this industry?
So it's really unique because I actually went to the University of Michigan to study naval architecture and marine engineering.
Oh.
I was going to do ship design. And the founder of our company, known him for a long time. Basically, I was like, hey, I could use some extra cash while I'm finishing up my PhD. And he's like, okay, yeah, let's bring you in part-time and just help out. And one day he challenged me and said, what are you going to do next? Why are you going to leave us? And I was like, well, you guys don't design ships. He goes, yeah, but are you having fun? Are you enjoying it? Are you solving hard problems? And hey, if you want to design ships, well, let's bring in some new work to design ships. And he just flipped me on my head in terms of what do I really want to do? And I realized that the company that I was at was what I wanted to be doing, solving hard problems with a great team of people.
That's interesting. So exciting.
Yeah.
You found that passion and that niche in you, right?
Yeah.
That's so cool. Was there a specific moment where this shifted from an interest that you're talking about into something that you actually seriously wanted to pursue?
Yeah, I mean, it was honestly shortly after that first conversation that I had with him that he flipped me on my head and I thought about, okay, where do I want to go in my career? I was thinking, okay, this is a small business. I'm not really sure where growth opportunities I have. But when I went back to him and said, okay, how do I grow as a person? How do I grow as an engineer and as an engineering leader? And being able to sit there and say, we're just starting out as a company. There's going to be years and decades, hopefully many decades to come, where the business is going to grow and expand and do new things. And I get to do that with it.
To see it grow, exactly.
Yeah.
There's no more of a greater feeling than that to experience that, right?
Exactly.
So how did you go from that initial idea to something real? Was it your first sale or the first customer or a meaningful transaction or traction?
Yeah, I am really fortunate that the team we work with and our founding partners, they have a lot of trust in us as their team and as one team. They let me basically just jump off the diving board and go headfirst into the sea of all of our clients and trusted me to get the job done and learn what I needed to learn on the job. And so I jumped off that board and went headfirst in, working with some of the first clients that I had with them, who are still my biggest clients today. And when I got in there and started meeting with them, I actually got to see, their team working on site with them. It just changed my perspective And I realized that this is fun. This is what I want to do. I want to engage with people and hear their story, hear their need, hear what their problem is, and help them solve that problem.
Exactly. So looking back, what was harder than you expected at that stage?
Oh my gosh, the biggest thing that I did not even think about was going to be a challenge was working with the other people on our team and understanding we have so many different team dynamics, personality types. Everyone communicates in different styles. And I was used to the way that I work and the way that like my friends had worked that were working with me and like my research lab, but realizing, oh, we had very similar styles. Now I'm in this bigger team. There's so many more dynamics at play. And that took a lot of energy and attention and learning.
Oh, for sure. So what did you have to learn quickly?
Yeah, the biggest thing to learn quickly is just how to communicate with each other. Learning what methods of communication are needed. Some people really love written communication. Some people really love good oral communication. Understanding that others need one kind of motivation and feedback versus others. It's taken a lot to be able to just go and be able to have the same level of conversation and engagement with different types of people.
For sure, absolutely. And that goes across the board with any organization, right?
Absolutely.
So let's focus on the turning point here, James. What was the moment when things really started to click? Was it a decision, a hire, a market shift? What actually changed the trajectory of your career?
Yeah, so along with communication comes trust. Trust is so critical in organizations, and communication is built on that. When I learned to really start trusting the team around me to do the things that they've been asked to do and to take their passion forward and to deliver a quality product to our customers as well, that really helped lift me up so that I'm not sitting there trying to make sure that every little detail is covered. I'm trusting my teammates to have those details covered, to do the right thing. And that's freed up time for me to then be able to focus on the bigger picture. I don't have to focus on the day-to-day management of projects for our clients. Therefore, I can go work on what is the next 6 months like, year like, 5 years, and start working with them on those strategic roadmaps over a longer period of time to really get at how can we make a best impact on that company and how can we all grow together.
That's interesting. What's something that you did early on that you would never ever do again?
Absolutely nothing. I really believe that, the lessons I've learned along the way, the opportunities I've had, the mistakes I've made, like that is all what's built up to get me to where I am today.
Makes you who you are today, right?
Exactly. So I wouldn't go back and change them because I don't know that I wouldn't be the same person I am today.
That's true.
And I love who I am and where I am in my life and in my career.
That's awesome. All right, let's talk about the level up in your career. What's one lesson that fundamentally changed how you operate today?
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to that trust and communication. Realizing that the words that I say and the things that I do have meaning and have impact to others around me. I've had some hard conversations with people and received feedback that, sometimes I have to change my own communication style. And I have to acknowledge where do I work best with others. And so hearing some of those lessons of thinking about how my words can be interpreted in different ways really changed how I'm making my own communication delivery and how I'm showing up every day.
Communication style matters, right?
Communication style matters so much. And you know what else does? Just having a smile on your face.
Right, exactly, right? Absolutely. And you do. It's a beautiful smile.
It makes everyone more comfortable, right?
Absolutely.
You get better work done when you're happy and excited and you're engaged.
Yeah, absolutely. So James, if someone is trying to get into that next level right now, which is a similar career as you, what should they focus on that actually moves the needle? Is there some advice that you can give our listeners and our watchers to help them get to where they need to be?
Yeah, I mean, some of the biggest advice I've gotten is to just take the opportunities. Like, it's not every day that someone's going to make you an offer to come and just try something new. Go completely outside of your wheelhouse, outside of your comfort zone. Those I think have been my favorite opportunities and where I've grown the most is when I'm like, do I have any experience doing that? No. but you know what? That sounds fun. I'm going to try it out.
Challenge yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Challenge myself, and hey, I can go YouTube things. I can go onto AI and ask,
ChatGPT,
hey, what do you think of this? How could I do it? But yeah, challenging yourself and just not being afraid to jump off that diving board.
I love that. Yeah, that's awesome. So James, where can people connect with you and learn more about what you're building?
Yeah, so you can connect with me personally at linkedin.com/in/James Coller, or you can connect with our team at treetowntech.com.
Okay, perfect. And what's next? Anything exciting on the horizon that you can share that's happening with Treetown Tech?
I mean, our biggest thing is we're constantly looking for new mountains to climb with our clients. We see product development as a mountain climbing journey. And right now we are preparing to be able to climb more and more mountains across varying difficulty skills. And we're going to keep growing the team.
I like that. So in climbing a mountain, you need the right people, the right tools.
You need the right gear.
Yeah.
You need the right leaders. You need the right support team behind you. And ultimately, you also need to be able to gauge how tall is that mountain.
Exactly.
There's a lot of false hopes looking up and saying, oh, is that the peak? Oh, no. The real peak's way beyond it.
I love that. That's awesome. Well, James, thank you so much for being on the podcast. I truly enjoyed your story, and I'm sure that the listeners and watchers have too. So thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing what's next with your career.
Definitely. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.